Let's continue the story from last time. Chun Pingon, whose body had recovered, returned Ning Yao's skirt-pressing sword to thank Ning Yao for helping him during this period of time. At Ning Yao's command, he also decided to continue practicing his fist properly, and Ning Yao gave Chun Pingon her own sword sheath, hoping that Chun Pingon would be able to continue his cultivation of the Tao of the sword after he had achieved success in practicing his fist. The two then left the Yang family pharmacy to visit Lu Xianying at the blacksmith store. Wan Xiao, who opened the door, saw Ning Yao, who came with Chun Pingon, and felt a sudden jealousy in her heart, only letting Chun Pingon go in to visit Lu Xianying and staring at the door herself and Ning Yao for a while. Wan Xiao knew about Chun Pingon's situation, so he let Chun Pingon stay at the blacksmith store to fill in for Lu Xianying during the period of time when he was unable to work, and the wages he earned were counted as money for the blacksmith store to support Lu Xianying. Then he brought Ning Yao to the front of the furnace and told Ning Yao that he would forge a good sword for her, and when it was finished it would be sent to Ning Yao's hometown, hoping that Ning Yao could kill a few more demons at the Great Wall of Sword Chi. Chun Dui of the Ying Qin clan found Chun Pingon and hoped that he could take them into the mountains to search for the Chun clan's ancestral tombs. The payment given to Chun Pingon was 1 bag of Jinjing copper coins, but Wan Xiao and Ning Yao felt that it was too little, and they teamed up to change the price to 2 bags of Jinjing copper coins, and Chun Dui, who was pressed for time, had no choice but to agree to do so. Song Jisun, who was about to leave the town, remembered why Chun Pingon had become his own heart disease. It turned out that when he was a young man, he once went into the mountains with his companions, and as a result, he encountered an attack by a bear, and he was so scared that he fled, leaving his companions there, but Chun Pingon, who was passing by, saved his companions first, and then saved him, which made him lose face. And he was beaten up by his companions afterward, and he had no friends left in the town, and he had to put up with all this. But there was one thing he really couldn't endure, that is, Chun Pingon was obviously the poorest orphan in the entire town, but Chun Pingon was living a happier life than himself, the young master. Chun Pingon never showed any emotion of frustration, making Song Jisun, who was also living in the town alone, very jealous, and the jealousy made Chun Pingon become Song Jisun's heart's demon. Just as Song Jisun was still thinking about the past, the assassin thought to be hidden among the guards suddenly launched a surprise attack on Song Jisun. Fortunately, Song Chongjing was right beside him and directly blocked the flying sword handed out by the assassin, and after the assassin escaped by killing all the guards, Song Chongjing took care of the assassin with his own hands again. What Song Jisun didn't expect was that he had been under the surveillance of the capital city of Dali from the moment he entered the town. All of his living, no matter how big or small the matter was, all of them had been recorded, and for the first time, he felt the horror of Dali's espionage. Before leaving, Song Jisun remembered that he tricked Chun Pingon to go to the kiln factory as a worker, because Chun Pingon's mother instructed Chun Pingon not to go to the kiln factory. But for the sake of his parents' luck after their death, Chun Pingon chose to go against his mother's wishes, in the Song Jisun's deception to go to the kiln factory as an apprentice, and the result is that a homeless child, he had been so angry that he strangled Song Jisun to ask him to give him an explanation, but in the end, he let go. Song Jisun do not understand such a serious matter, why Chun Pingon not kill himself, but he did not want to let Chun Pingon continue to be his own demon, so he had to put down everything, left the town. When he walked up the light column leaving the town, when he saw the town's true face turned out to be just a bead, he figured out he is a prince, destined to be different from Chun Pingon. The future of the two will have how to develop, no one knows. So Chun Pingon shouldn't have become his own heart demon, and he got out of his predicament. Chun Pingon took Chen Dui into the mountains to look for the Chen's ancestral tomb. Halfway through the journey, Chen Songfeng, who was just an ordinary scholar, couldn't stand the long trek, but Chen Dui didn't want to slow down because of him, so she let him go back to the town on his own, and Lu Baqiao, seeing Chen Dui's indifference, followed him back to the town because he was originally a friend of Chen Songfeng's. Before leaving, Chun Pingon gave them 2 rice balls so that they could fill their stomachs on the way back. Chun Pingon and Lu Baqiao became friends. On the other hand, in the blacksmith store to recuperate from injuries, Lu Xianying, surprisingly, because of serious injuries, accidentally triggered the ancestral sword scripture organs, successfully awakened the sword scripture buried in their own bodies, the original study of his family's sword scripture. You need to destroy yourself before getting reborn, so that you can enter the dreamland awakened sword scripture. Moving mountain apes will Lu Xianying into serious injuries instead of letting him get a blessing because of the misfortune, got the opportunity to learn his family's ancestral sword scripture, began to formally embark on the road of his own cultivation. Chun Pingan's side finally succeeded in bringing Chen Dui to the location of the Chun clan's ancestral tomb. Chen Dui told Chen Pingan and Ning Yao to wait for her at the bottom of the hill. She needed to pay homage to her ancestors. Looking at the growth of a regular tree next to the ancestral tomb, Chen Dui was very excited because it meant that the Chun clan would have a saint coming down to them. The Chun clan clans in the town were all withering, so the one that had the most potential to give birth to a saint would definitely be the Ying Chun clan, which she was a part of. Chun Pingan and Ning Yao waited for Chen Dui at the foot of the mountain. Ning Yao questioned why Chen Pingan intentionally took a long way around when he went up the mountain. Chen Pingan said that there was a large area of dragon chopping platforms near the Chun clan's ancestral tomb, and he was afraid that Chen Dui would become greedy, so he took them to spare a long way, and this comment made Ning Yao laugh, and the two of them increased their feelings for each other again in the midst of the hijinks. In the Yang family medicine shop, Old Man Yang called Li Er and Zheng Dafeng in front of him. He told Li Er to go and accomplish what he should accomplish, and also told Zheng Dafeng that it was impossible for him to reach the 9th realm of strength in his lifetime, making Zheng Dafeng very sad. Li Er followed his master's orders and came to intercept Song Changjing on the path he must take to leave the town, as he had to spar with Song Changjing to see which of the two sides could comprehend the martial arts that belonged to them faster and achieve a breakthrough quicker. Who did not expect Li Er's strength is better than Song Changjing. He let Song Changjing to his own punch, catch the punch moves immediately after the counterattack. Just a set of moves on the Song Changjing hit Song Changjing no power to fight back. Li Er see the victory and defeat has been divided. Originally did not want to continue to fight, but the Song Changjing's passion for the martial arts was completely ignited. He did not care about life and death, only want to share life and death. With Li Er, both sides in a number of killings later, Song Changjing is still no match for Li Er and is beaten into the sea by Li Er. Song Changjing at the bottom of the sea in the dying moment into his own illusion, saw himself in the battlefield, killed all the people. He seems to be in the flow of life, gradually began to comprehend their own martial arts in the unconscious outbreak of amazing power, but also got up again, and Li Er wrestled together. This time he is no longer one-sided by Li Er, but with Li Er's strength of an equal match in the exchange of punches, Song Changjing finally an illusion of the two sides in the exchange of punches, and Li Er, the two sides are still not a match for the two sides. In the exchange of punch after punch, Song Changjing finally fully comprehended the truth of his martial arts in the illusion, and in the last punch completely regained his consciousness, awakened, and successfully realized the climb of the realm. It turned out that this is the chance that he can harvest in the town. At the Mountain Cliff Academy, Qi Jingchun writes the character Qi for every student of the academy to take home and copy as a final explanation to them. While Qi Jingchun is playing chess with his younger brother, Mahjong, Mahjong persuades Qi Jingchun not to go against the way of heaven, and Mahjong debates with him on this matter, but he fails to win the debate, and Qi Jingchun still decides to protect the people of the town in his own way. The Mountain Cliff Academy will be relocated to the Sui dynasty, and Qi Jingchun asks Mahjong to bring the students from the academy safely away from the town to study in the Sui dynasty. In the blacksmith store, Lu Xianying knew that he was going to leave Chen Pingan, and he was very worried about Chen Pingan's future days. But Chen Pingan held back the sadness of the separation and allowed Lu Xianying to go to Yingyin Chen clan to heal his wounds and pursue his studies at ease. On the day of Lu Xianying's departure, he did not say goodbye to Chen Pingan, but silently left with the Chen Dui. Chen Pingan finally couldn't control his emotions after he knew about it, and he flew forward to look for Lu Xianying with the road money he had already prepared for Lu Xianying on his back. But when he was about to catch up with the carriage Lu Xianying was riding on, he fell down and rolled down from the hillside because of slippery roads in rainy days, and once again he passed by Lu Xianying, and in the end, Ning Yao finally. It was Ning Yao who followed him up and brought the sad Chen Pingan back home. Li Er returned to the Yang family medicine shop after completing the task explained by Old Man Yang, who told him to leave the town with his family. The chance for him to break through the realm was not in the town, but only one of his son and daughter could be taken away, and the other had to be sent to the Mountain Cliff Academy to pursue his studies. For Zheng Dafeng, Old Man Yang knew that he still had a calamity ahead of him, so he told him to take Fu Nanhua and head to Old Dragon City, after which he would settle down in Old Dragon City to wait for his chance, but he was absolutely not allowed to disclose his division to anyone. After explaining the future of his disciple, he went back to his room to sit quietly by himself. Qi Jingchun had a rare visit to his door at this time of the day. The two didn't chat for a few moments before Qin Pingon arrived at the Yang family pharmacy. Qi Jingchun invited Qin Pingon to accompany him for a walk, and on the way to the walk, he gave Qin Pingon the two seals that were engraved with his own natal character and told Qin Pingon that in the future, if he saw a good-looking landscape picture, he could stamp with the seals, and then handed the umbrella to Qin Pingon and walked towards the distance by himself. The town was suddenly raging because of the impending catastrophe. Qi Jingchun quietly walked into an inn in the town by himself. He asked the waiter for a jug of wine, and then sat alone upstairs to drink. After finishing a cup, Yuan Shen went out of his body and appeared in his own lofty Dharma form, holding the entire Lishio cave in his hands, ready to use his own power alone to resist the impending apocalypse on behalf of all the inhabitants of the town. To find out what Qi Jingchun's fate is, watch out for our next video.